Hi, it's Dale from Living in the Empty Nest, and today I'm here to go through my empties, and I'll give you little mini reviews through each product. Okay, so let's start going through my products. If you hear something weird in the background, it's Bailey. She's right here. She's not having a great day. She's like really kind of shaking and panting and everything. So anyway, she just wants to sit by my side. So I'm hoping you won't pick up too much of the panting sound. But anyway, I know you all understand. So let's start. I have several different kind of categories, but I'm going to start off with skincare for the first one. So here goes. Okay, so the first product that I have used up is the Equate. It's the foaming facial cleanser from normal to oily skin. So this is just the generic form of either the Cetaphil or CeraVe, any of those. This is the one for normal to oily skin. I will not get the normal to oily skin one again. It was too drying on me. I think when I purchased this, I was still living in the world thinking that I had oily skin, and I don't. I have dry skin. So anyway, though, it does work really well. I just had to compensate for it by adding some little extra oil and things along that way. But really, it works really well. It's a lot cheaper. So anyway, that's gone. Yay. Another one is an oil, and this was just a travel size that I had of this. This is the Biossance, the 100% Squalane Oil. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, though. This is just the travel size. There's a tiny bit more in there, but it's actually, I can't quite get it out because this one came with a little pump, and the pump is just totally not working anymore. I just put some in a little travel vial, and you'll probably see that in a later video when I go through my travel skincare products. But anyway, I do like this oil. I use it every single night. So it's just the empty one of a travel one. Then I have two exfoliators. Now this is kind of two extremes, and I know everyone has different viewpoints on whether you should do chemical exfoliants, whether you should not exfoliate, whether you should do all different types. So I've been kind of playing around with some different things based on some approaches, then advice that I've gotten from some dermatologists. So anyway, the first one, and this one was quickly told me I shouldn't do this, but I really liked it before. It's the St. Ives. This is the Fresh Skin Apricot Scrub. So it's this one. This one is very coarse. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of the residue on the top. This one you really feel, and you should not rub very much when you use it. But I really liked it because it really felt like you were getting a nice exfoliation from it. I've been told though that this is not supposed to be so great for your skin because it's made of like kind of crushed shell part. I don't remember exactly, and I don't want to misrepresent what it is, but I do really like it. So I haven't repurchased it right now because I'm trying to find one that's more friendly to my skin, and I've gotten a lot of different recommendations, but I did really like this. Another exfoliant that I've used in, I don't know whether I really liked it all that much. It's the Clinique one. This is the exfoliating scrub, and you can tell I went through it fairly quickly. So there's pluses and minuses to this one. It has a nice feel. It's minty. You feel it on your skin in a really nice, refreshing kind of way. It's not anywhere near as intensive a scrub as this one, but it does do a nice job. It's kind of, and I don't think you can tell by looking at it because this is a dried up residue. It's very thick though, and kind of almost like cakey feeling when you put it on there. So, I mean, I like the initial feeling because you just felt like alive when you put it on there, but I don't feel like it did a great job exfoliating. But again, think about it. I was comparing it to the heavier duty one here. So I'm not going to repurchase this one just because I'm still trying to find the perfect other kind of exfoliant. Staying on the idea of exfoliants, this is one for your hands and body. It's by Shea Moisture. This was the coconut and hibiscus one. I don't know if there's, no, you can't see anything else in there. There's actually another little exfoliant in there. I really did like this one. It's very inexpensive. The smell is really nice. It does a wonderful job exfoliating, you know, in the shower. And I also kept a little extra bit in a little container to be able to exfoliate my hands too. So it was really nice, very inexpensive. I do go through it fairly quickly. I exfoliate about once a week because I use a lot, but I don't think you have to use as much as I do. But really very inexpensive. You can get it at Target, Walmart, I believe. I know I usually get it at Target. I really did like this. And I have another one similar to this. I don't remember what the scent is, already in my shower. Kind of keeping along the lines of skincare is something that it's still kind of full, but I don't like it. So to me, it's kind of empty. I think that makes sense, right? And I was looking for a nice hand cream. So I thought, let me get not a nice one. I wanted an intense hand cream. So I started searching the aisles of the drugstore, and I came across this one, Okeefe's, and it's the Working Hands hand cream. It's guaranteed relief. No, I didn't like it. It really didn't do anything more than some of my other hand creams. It didn't have that beautiful smell that I like from some of my other hand creams. So there's still a lot in here. This is still pretty heavy, but I don't like it. I'm not going to use it. It just didn't do anything more than my other ones, and it didn't smell nice. And it stayed very, very tacky on your hands. Oh, there's Bailey right there. Okay, keeping on that kind of dry skin, kind of needing to moisturize a little bit theme here, I have a couple different products I've been using for my lips. One of the first ones, because one of my favorites is, and the tube is so beat up. Look at this, you recognize this? It's the Bite Agave lip mask, and I think this one was in the color. I think you can still kind of see it. Is that the champagne? I don't quite remember what the color is of this. I love this stuff. I love it. I wish I had a slightly different cap. That's kind of a pain. It comes off and it doesn't always go back on, really not well. I love this. This does such a nice job. And I also love is that you can wear it during the day and you really like feel it, and it looks really pretty wearing it during the day. If I remember correctly, there's 3 different shades. So this is the one that's more the rosier. The rosier tint to it, but I really, really loved it. My one thing I say, because I've gone through several of these tubes, is that the thing does always do this on the tube. So, I mean, that's not so nice if you're taking this out, you know, someplace and you're putting it on during the day and it looks kind of beaten up and everything. But anyway, I love this, and it also has a really nice taste to it. Keeping on that same theme, trying to think of another one, keeping again with the Bite Beauty. This was their Agave, kind of like a chapstick tube. You can see I'm all the way down to the bottom here. This one I didn't really like at all. In fact, I was glad when I finally got done with it. It did nothing like the Agave lip mask. It was just the balm, which is what it's supposed to be, but I didn't feel that same kind of wonderful moisture that you get with the other one. So, and it has that same kind of nice smell and kind of flavor. It seems funny when you talk about flavor with lip products, right? But yeah, it's important too, because even though you're not necessarily eating it, which is the other good thing about the Bite Beauty, is they're really careful about the ingredients in there. So with the understanding that you do eat some of your lip gloss, your lip products, so they want to make sure that you're not ingesting something that's bad for you. But it does have kind of a nice scent to it and a nice flavor to it. However, the balm really didn't do much for me. So. And then another one. This was the Sephora one, and this was the Almond Lip Balm. Cardboard container. I didn't like that part at all, but maybe that keeps the price down. I don't know. You can still see a little bit of it. It was green, but it didn't come out that kind of green color there. This one I didn't like at all either. It really, you put it on, it didn't give you a nice moisturizing, you know, feeling at all. You just kind of put it in there and it just felt like a layer. It never really, I guess, sunk down into my lips to be able to give it that moisture. It just kind of coated them. So, and I really didn't like the cardboard container. I don't know. To me, I just didn't like that part either. But if it had been a good product, I would have been fine with that though. But no, this one didn't work for me, unfortunately, at all. And then keeping on kind of a similar lane there, a lot of times then I'll use lip gloss during the day when I want to get some moisture back on my lips. So I've had a couple different ones that I've gone through, and this one is the Marc Jacobs lip gloss. This is in the color Enchanted, I think it is. Let's see if we can get a nice kind of very, very light, pale color. But one of those that I liked during the day because you could put it on and not have to have a mirror or anything, and it did really, really nicely coat and moisturize my lips. I really, really liked it. It didn't have like a fantastic smell or taste to it, but I really did like it. It achieved what I wanted as far as I could put it on, feel moisturized, and it added a little bit of something nice to my lips. But then it was also one of those that I didn't have to have a mirror in front of me to make sure I wasn't like getting it all over or inconsistently applying it. Now, that being said, it didn't have that nice, beautiful smell, but now this one is technically used up, even though I still, as you can say, have a little bit left in here, because now it has a really bad smell to it. So I know, and I think it's like a year, maybe even a year and a half old. So these are pricey, is the other thing to put out there. Certainly more expensive than some of the other options you can have if you really want a nice lip balm or lip gloss, but it is really nice, and I do have it in another color. So I have 2 other pieces of makeup and then 2 other assorted items. And these, I'll kind of put them up together. These are 2 foundations that are basically done, dried up, no more. It's the Makeup Forever HD, okay, and the Nars Sheer Glow. Let's see, the Nars Sheer Glow I had in the color Punja, I think it was. Yep, Punjab. And the Makeup Forever I had in the color Y315. I love these makeups back when they were still good. They are no longer good anymore. They're very old. So, I mean, there's still some product in there. It's just, I don't feel like it's a good thing to be putting this on my skin anymore, even though I used it about 2 months ago when I was getting ready for a big event, because it was the only foundation I had, because I hadn't been wearing foundation so much lately. So I used to love these. However, what I've also realized now is they do not work for my skin type. These are not made for the dry skin that I have right now. So although I love them, I can't wear them right now. And anyway, these bottles are definitely expired, and I feel like I'm going to be kind of poisoning my skin. I know that sounds dramatic, but it wouldn't be good for my skin to keep using them, because who knows how much bacteria and everything is built up in here. So, okay, one last product, and this is one that a lot of people rave about this, and I would always listen to it, and I'd always think, oh, yeah, whatever. And I decided to try it. It's really good. It is the Glamorous wash, the Diva wash, right? This smells unbelievable. I love this stuff. So what I do though is I don't use this as the whole detergent. I add just like a little bit to the loads of laundry that I feel like I want to smell really nice, like our sheets and our towels. And I'll even put sometimes in with our regular laundry too, just because I love the smell of it. So I'll just put like 2 gurgles. That's a good way to describe it, but you know what I mean. In with my other laundry detergent, and it just is wonderful. I did also get the dryer sachets also that I use. Really nice as well too. But this is really nice. Now I'm not going to throw out this container because it still smells wonderful. So now I'm trying to think about where should I put this so that I can get the benefits of some of the lingering scent that's still in there. So, but oh my gosh, it's expensive. But if you use it, very sparingly, but enough that you can still get the beautiful scent and the aroma from it, oh, it is really, really good. So that's all it is I have right now for my empties. I kind of just wanted to do a quick check-in with some of these, even though I kind of about a month or 2 ago did another empties, because I did start seeing some products build up, and I thought I'd rather get a shorter video out there for you than to have one that's really, really long. So I hope that you like these empties and the little tiny mini reviews that come along with them. Please go ahead, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and join our family, because we're really getting a nice community built here together where we kind of give and take and share and to offer suggestions and feedback and comments, and I want that to continue to keep growing. I would also highly recommend that you hit the notification bell, which I know everyone is saying, but I'm going to give you the rationale because I'm not as consistent with uploading my videos. I try and at least get 1 video up a week. However, I do upload at different times of the week based on when I have a video ready to go, and I just don't want it sitting there waiting. So I think having the notification bell will be really good, because then at least you'll get alerted for when those videos are up there. So I thank you so much for joining us today, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, feedback on any of the products that I shared, or if you have some other better products that you think would be even better than the ones that I just talked about, I'd love to hear it. So until next time, goodbye.